everyone, it's me again and welcome back to my vlog. And before I say anything else, I would like to wish you all a happy new year and happy 2025. So I've done something I don't normally do. I've written myself a list because if I don't write a list, I will probably forget to say something of great importance, and I don't want to leave anything unsaid that is important. So here we are. Since I last made a video back in December, it's been quite an eventful time, so I thought we would refer back a little bit to what happened in December. I had hoped to make a vlog post by the end of the year, but the month flew by and I was so busy doing many different things and it just didn't happen. So continuing from where I think I left off in my last vlog, what happened in December? Well, firstly, I packed an awful lot of vinyl, which nothing gives me greater pleasure actually than packaging your records and taking them to the post office. I'm pleased to report I haven't had any reports of any that have gone missing in transit, and as far as I'm aware they have all arrived with their rightful owners. So if you did buy any of my records in December, I know I sent out the ambient vinyl release plus others. I hope you have enjoyed them and are enjoying them, and I hope that they will become a really cherished part of your music collection. Hello everyone, and welcome to my pack and wrap station where I sit and sign your records and merchandise or artwork or any of those things and wrap them and send them out to you. So I'm just in the process of finishing up the signing of the ambient album. Pre-orders, and also orders for my older albums. So this is now turning into an impromptu unboxing video, but there we are. So some of you asked actually what's on the gatefold sleeves of my other albums. So Piano 4 and 3 and don't drop the vinyl, 2. So I have to say I'm really enjoying myself. It's something really lovely and calming actually. I really find it enjoyable and calming to sit and sign your vinyl records and package them up and take them to the post office, because it's like everything is coming full circle from the beginning of a process of writing music to recording it and then turning it into something that will hopefully be loved and cherished for a long time. So there we are. Hooray! That was a particularly good signature. Anyway, yeah, thank you ever so much for supporting my art and music in 2024, and lots of exciting things for next year. Et voila. And also in December, I last released my version of the Nutcracker Suite, which I think I mentioned I had been working on since 2023. And I am really delighted to read and hear your feedback about it. It was, I think, a little unexpected, as it wasn't a piano record, and instead it encompassed ambient, electronica, and also some choral music, which came from a vocal sample I made, a sampler that used my own voice to create a sort of choral instrument, I suppose. So the beginning of the Nutcracker Suite, or my version of, starts with Overture as a choral piece, and then progresses through ambient electronica to create what I hoped would be a sort of otherworldly soundscape, using a slightly different palette of sounds, many of which I made myself from scratch. So I recorded all sorts of sounds, from bells and cymbals, and I made a DIY glass harmonica out of wine glasses. So I had great fun doing that, and I really hope you enjoyed listening to that particular interpretation of the Nutcracker Suite. We're in sample recording mode, or sort of Foley recording mode, really, making sounds that can make my music and albums sound unique and rich and atmospheric, and yeah, creating a palette of sounds, a palette of noise with which to paint. And increasingly, I really like to make my own audio recordings to work with. So here we go. I have a selection of items for my my sort of Christmas soundscape palette, and possibly also future recordings. So we're going to start with this little cowbell, which I got in my favourite, well, one of my favourite places in the mountains, in the Alps. So here we go. So let's experiment a little bit with different rhythms and soundscapes. So I have to stop talking. And finally, in December, it was my great honour, pleasure and privilege to perform for many of my listeners and viewers a live stream concert from home in celebration of Christmas and the festive period. So it was the second one of those I've done at Christmas time, and this year I played much of the Nutcracker Suite in addition to festive and traditional Christmas carols and Christmas music, and I really thoroughly enjoyed performing for you all. If you had bought a ticket and tuned in, I really hope that you enjoyed the concert also. I really love to perform from home because it means I'm in my own relaxed environment and I can really enjoy playing without the worry and concern of doing it in a concert hall or venue, and I really am able to reach you wherever you are in the world to perform for you. And when you are viewing and listening, I like to imagine that you are at home with me, and it's a really sort of intimate, cosy performance, and I'm able to reach a lot of viewers and listeners around the world, in which in a way in which I couldn't really do if I were touring in the traditional sense. So if you tuned in, thank you. It was very much appreciated. So as you can see, it's a very clear but very cold January day, and the sun is already starting to set. So before I lose the light altogether, I would like to say thank you very much if you supported my music in the past or in 2024, or are planning to do so in 2025. I have a full programme of music I'm planning to make and art I'm planning to create. I am working on a follow-up to my Mountains EP. Current working title is Mountains 2, which is a continuation of my last Mountains EP album from last year. And I'm also working on something else which I'm hoping to have with you by the end of January. Mountains may take a little bit longer, as I absolutely don't want to rush it, and I started working on it more recently than the other plan that I'm hoping to get to you by the end of January, but I will leave that for another vlog. So as I'm very conscious that the sun is about to dip below the horizon, I had better go, but I just want to say thank you for supporting my music. I hope to bring you more lovely things in 2025, and I wish all of my wonderful listeners and viewers a most wonderful, happy 2025, and I will be back soon. Take care.